on a health and safety hardship contract with Atlanta before he signed with the Pacers, so he's going against one of his former teams tonight.
Well, he ought to know the plays at least. But this Atlanta team, I think is going to play really hard. The stakes for sure now. And that's really one of the reasons I think, quite frankly, that you looked at Karras being gone, because you got every confidence that Duarte can hold that down. I mean, he's shown that he's capable of doing that. And in time, you just expect him to continue to grow and get better.
He had his fifth 20-point game on Sunday night in Cleveland. Remember, the Pacers got off to a great start. They had a 20-point lead. They've not played a lot of close games. They either win big or lose big.
Yeah, but they've had, as you heard earlier, as a matter of fact, you said, they're having trouble finding consistency. And that's one of the things that happens when you've done it, and they play you at a different tempo. They play a lot harder than they did as Goga gets a basket and Stevenson gets an assist.
Pacers down 7-4. Hunter has missed a lot of time due to injury. Wrist injury as Stevenson scores for Indiana.
I know Nate McMillan is steamed about that layup. This is the guy I worry about because he was awful against Dallas. So to this, but this wasn't done without any of those kind of considerations. This is what needed to be done for the better of the franchise, and particularly the basketball team.
Kevin Herter, thanks JJ, on the Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance sideline. And Quinn, to that point, everybody was hoping it would work, right, when the season started.
Oh, of course.
After last year's disappointing 34-38 season, you've had injuries, all those kinds of things. You were hoping that you weren't 19.
You're not going to be able to drive it. I mean, when I first saw, I looked at Craig trying to drive in there. I'm like, everybody's going to be waiting on you.
Nearing the halfway point of quarter number one. State Farm Arena in Atlanta. They lob it up, throwing it down as Collins. Toronto Raptors, they're playing very strong basketball.
Nick Nurse has done another masterful job. They're hard. He's 6'5". So his is going to have to be about either powering through somebody or quickness.
O'Shea Brissett has come in for the first time for Indiana. Young will play the All-Star game in Cleveland, and he rattles in. Got involved with Clint Capella. Stevenson is in double figures with 11. McConnell 3 minutes in. Stuck his wrist in, stuck his hand, rolls off, kept alive, and that's Taylor. He missed it, but boy, he has been a beast on the glass. Couple of rebounds there for Taylor, couple of missed shots. Indiana shooting 39%. As John Collins not eligible to play. Washington hits a three.
I find that interesting. Because technically you got to, okay, so the question becomes, do you have a roster spot available?
In his 17th year, and as you said, as you get older, those injuries are much harder to come back from.
And those are the kind of injuries you get, those big muscle injuries. There's no question it takes you a longer time.
8 assists, again, third in the league in scoring and assists.
This game about Lance, he said he helped us. He was good for our lineups when we had shooting on the floor. Nathan Millen thought as long as they had Bogdanovich and Herter and some other shooters on the court that Lance Stevenson could really pass and find the open shooter. He's
in March. As Torrey Craig badly missed that shot, rebounded by Capella. Pacers just 2 of 14 from three-point range, and that's DeAndre Hunter.
Get guys and give them confidence and let them play.
Nick McMillan started last year as
Look at it in its entirety, Chris. What you lose. I mean, what the Pacers had to give up significant stuff. Justin Holiday.
Yeah.
Rick was talking about it, had the Iron Man streak, if you will, for most consecutive games for playing, and he was as consistent of a performer as anybody that the Pacers had on the floor. And if he wasn't the most consistent.
They were talking about the take foul, how it needs to go away. If you want the game to free flow and go back and forth, that's got to go away.
That's what we keep saying.
Batase hit the three. Craig the rebound follow. It's an 18-point Hawks lead. Bogdanovich. Duarte. Rebounded by Bogdanovich. It's been a good shooting night, though, for Chris. 7 of 13 from the field. He's 2 of 4 from 3.
Forced that one.
He's got 18 points. He had 22 on Sunday in Cleveland. That was his 5th 20-point game of the year from another area code. Said he never doubted he would be here. 2:18 to play, third quarter. Young stays out there. And fires again and hits.
You come back the next night, and you without even trying, you're laser focused. And, you know, just because you want to get it back. And that's what he's done.
And you might say, hey, he's doing this against the Pacers. Well, last week against the best